External analysis. Opportunities. The opportunities for our business relate mostly to the chosen land location. The area we have chosen has a great deal of opportunity for a cow calf and cash crop operation, in addition to future expansion plans. There are three factors we feel are real opportunities for our business. One, the ability to raise cattle on native pasture. Two, the ability to grow feed grain for our own use, as well as other feedlots in the area. And three, the ability to rapidly expand relative to other areas of the province. On the cow-calf side, we are in a great position. The native grassland pastures will feed our animals for almost the entire year for free. This reduces input costs dramatically, as well as reducing the workload for the farm staff, making it easier to manage the operation. In addition, the reduced workload gives us the flexibility for part-time jobs off the farm if that is something we need to do. The native grasslands also provide the opportunity to make hay for the leaner months on pasture, giving the cattle feed as well as the grass a chance to regenerate. Our position in close proximity to Feedlot Alley is great for the logistics of the business. We can easily have our animals shipped in or out due to the high volumes of cattle traffic in the area. In the cow-calf business, our location is very beneficial to the success of our business. On the crop side, our location is a major contributing factor to our success. Crops in the area yield around the Alberta average at least on a yearly basis. There is the right environment to grow canola, which will be a major cash crop for us. Our ability to grow feed barley is also a real asset. We can produce our own feed grains for our animals, as well as being able to sell directly to feedlots in the area. This gives us flexibility in finding the best price for our commodities. Additionally, our proximity to the U.S. border gives us the option to explore grain export to elevators there. In regards to expansion, this is probably the biggest upside to the whole operation. Land in our proposed area is some of the best valued in the entire province, allowing us to make up for lesser yields than other areas by being able to buy more land at a faster rate. We can rapidly expand our cattle or grain operations at a faster rate than farmers in other areas of the province. The quicker rate of expansion allows us to diversify into other crops easier and gives the business some insurance if a certain market were to experience a price drop. Being able to expand gives the business options, and the more options you have, the more realistic finding a good choice to maximize the opportunities that are presented. Strengths. The strengths we feel for our business are great pasture land, diverse skill set among the partners, and multiple commodities grown. The land we have decided to build our farm on is great for cattle. Native prairie grows enough grass to be able to feed the cows for almost, if not the whole year, without us having to put up any green feed for them. The coulees would have streams in them, which is great for watering the animals. As long as they don't dry up, little water facilities will be needed to be built. Our group's diverse skill set is a real asset to the business. Dallin is a cow-calf operator, and his experience in that field will be invaluable. Blair comes from a grain background and would be the main insider for our business in that area. Terry has a great amount of knowledge on the secretarial side of the business, and her insight in that area would be very important, keeping everything organized and monitored. Michael has a great deal of cattle knowledge, being raised on a dairy with a special interest in animal nutrition and experience in growing feed crops. These diverse skills play to the areas in agriculture we have decided to focus on. Multiple commodities are being grown simultaneously spreads the risk of market volatility around. Barley and canola are two very different types of grain, and the addition of cattle is a very spread out management style. In the area we have chosen to farm on, the environment is very unpredictable, and being able to spread risk around by growing different crops and having an interest in cattle spreads our risk nicely. Threats. Threats that we presented to our business relate to the environment of many berries area and our relative isolation to manufacturing compared to other farming areas. Our three main threats include environmental aspects, long drive for services, and volatility of markets. Land and environmental aspects of our chosen land is a threat. The soil itself is located in the brown soil zone. These soils are formed on our native grasslands, which is good for the cow-calf side of the operation. These soils have a lower organic matter than other soil zones and is relatively sandy. These soils are not as conducive to cash crops. Yields aren't as high as other soil zones, but still hit a provincial average on a yearly basis. There is also a lack of precipitation in the form of snow and rain. It will be important to us to maximize the retention of the snow we do get. This will be done by a concerted effort to minimize tillage and manage crop residue effectively by purchasing the right equipment or hiring people with equipment that goes right with our goals. Many berries is on the outskirts of Feedlot Alley in the southeastern part of the province. Our distance from manufacturing and service hubs is a threat to our business. If we need fertilizer, it has to be ordered far in advance and will be costly to ship out. As well, if there's a sickness in our cow herd, it could take days for a vet to get out to our farm. And if a tractor or implement is broken, it could take a very long time to get a serviceman out, which can be very detrimental at seeding or harvest. Volatility of markets is a threat to any agriculture-related business. We feel that this applies to us especially in our startup years. As our climate and land support the cattle business, we need favorable markets to help us stay at the business at the start. The lack of environment to grow huge yields of cash crops further enforces this. We need to grow about 1,500 acres of grain, which is not that much when it comes to the ability to fill bins. It will be very important for us to manage our crop income by contracting and possibly hedging if the numbers are a good fit for us at the time. Challenges. Some of the challenges we identified for our business are quality of soil, high equipment price, and lack of services. The biggest concern for starting our business in Mannyberry's area is the quality of the soil in the region. Mannyberry is located in the brown soil zone, which is not known for high soil fertility. It was formed under native prairie, which is great for the cattle side of the business, but isn't great for the cash crop. The land is sandy, which makes it difficult to grow crops as moisture and soil nutrients easily wash away. As well, there is a lack of organic matter in the soil, which induces a lack of mineralization, fertilizer, and soil texture and fertility. Going along with the soil quality challenge is the high expensive equipment that we needed to buy in order to preserve the little soil quality we have. No-till seeders would be essential, and they are not cheap. As well, if we decide to chem fallow some of our land, we would probably have to purchase our own spraying unit because custom operators might be more than we can afford. Because we have cattle, we would probably need a baler for straw for our barley crop to bed the animals and a truck and trailer to transport them from the field to the yard unless we decide to have it custom done. The lack of services in the area are a concern too for both business reasons and personal reasons. While I'm sure you can get groceries in Mannyberry's, it might not have a dentist or a welding shop. That would impact our ability to get things done if we have to wait hours for a person to come out and fix something, especially if we are in a busy part of our season. We would probably have to keep many more spare parts on the farm and have more tools than other farmers in the area for that reason.